I've got a brain freeze now.
While we were there, Katie.
We'll go back to Haiti. Let me just do the chronology, and then we'll fill in the stuff. Left here, went to Libertyville, Illinois. Were there for 9 years, and then moved to Canada, British Columbia, and pastored 2 churches in Columbia, British Columbia, North Vancouver, and Coquitlam. Evangelical Free Churches and Mennonite Brethren. And so those were the churches that we served. I retired in 67, and in 67, 90, I retired at the age of 67.
Okay, yeah.
In 2011. And then went to work with Interim Pastor Ministries. And since then, we've been in 7 different churches, Nebraska, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, San Jose, Costa Rica, and then 3 of them here in the state of Washington. So you be there for a year or so as an interim, as they're helping them find a new pastor. This last year, I kind of decided I probably was finished with that, so we've kind of finished off with that. A couple of the highlights that Mary's been itching for me to tell is that one of the things that we did in several of the churches is to partner with Haitian churches and take work teams down to Haiti, and so those churches have continued to have partner churches in Haiti. I spent some time working with International Bible Society, doing evangelism workshops in Eastern Europe, and also taught for 1 semester at Lithuania Christian College in Klaipėda, Lithuania. And so that's kind of our kids are overseas. Our youngest is still single. She lives in a little town in Spain, Alcubles, which is just north of Valencia, and she teaches English. She's got her own business going, teaching, tutoring in English. Our oldest is married, has 3 kids. They've spent 14 years in Amman, Jordan, and our daughter worked in some of the Syrian refugee camps in Jordan as a social worker. Our son-in-law worked for a while with an organization called Practical Theological Education by Extension, and now he is a freelancer working contract work, doing auditing of relief funds that are being sent to mainly Arabic countries, Syria right now. He's working on a water project in Aleppo, and he audits the monies that go, make sure that they're going to the right spot.
Works with on-ground Arabic speakers.
He's fluent Arabic speaker, so he takes the information from people on the ground and then translates it to English reports to
British English.
Yeah. They've just recently moved to Belgium, and he's stuck in Buffalo, Minnesota right now. He was trying to get his visa for Belgium, and they lost his passport, so he's kind of stuck until he can figure out where his passport is. So,
when are you going to write your book? Can I get a copy of it?
well, I'm actually writing a book, but it's about Mary's great grandfather, who was a native Indian in Northern California. He was rounded up and taken to the reservation, and then fled the reservation. He was born in 1842, died in he was 99 years old when he died. So I'm trying to.
Longevity on my mom's side, they all live to be around 100. I don't know if I'll get those genes, but maybe.
Well, I want a book of the journeys of Doug and Mary. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And all your wisdom about dealing with churches.
Yeah, I raised our girls with Doug around.
Yeah,
He was-
I spent a lot.
He's a lot like you, Paul.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of, you know, married the church rather than giving my life to my kids.
Good job, Mary. You're the best.
I apologized for him several times.
You're forgiven, Doug.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Pam.
Oh my, how will I ever beat that? I actually,
Just your life will shine.
all right. Well, I ended up not knowing what I wanted to do, and so I decided to join the Air Force. And so I did, and I was stationed in South Carolina. And so that was a real eye-opener as well, because I'd always lived in Minnesota. And so just seeing the difference in the customer service in Minnesota, you know, you've got people, oh yes sir, we'll get that done right away. And you're in South Carolina and oh yeah, we'll get that done. But anyway, so I stayed in the Air Force for a while, went into the reserves, and I married my husband, who was also in the Air Force. He ended up working for the railroads, and so I had my daughter in '82. And so we kind of went along with him as he went through the different areas where you can live working for the railroads, and ended up in D.C. and just moved all over. It was in Utah and Colorado and Virginia and who knows where else. But anyway, and now my daughter, she teaches violin and cello, and she's very musically talented, and so I've just really enjoyed having her. And I have one grandchild who plays the drums and trumpets, and he's 7 years old. So anyway, we've tried to. And also, I'm into do exercise. I'm into this thing on YouTube called Reps to the Rhythm, where you dance to music. And I do it every day for at least an hour. And I have kind of fallen away from church and I suppose religion, but I tell you what, when I start doing those exercises and I hear that music and I'm going, I have to say thank you, Jesus. And so that's my story. And I'm sticking to it.
Good. I'm so sorry that you're not showing yourself, because I'm sure you're totally physically fit and we'd love to see it.
Well, one of these days I'll send you a tape.
Well, guys, let me just run us down memory lane a little bit more here, if I can. Okay, here. This is where we were, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think we were singing at for a luncheon or something. I don't know where it is. Maybe this is at the Kaler or somewhere. I don't know.
That's at Perkins.
Was it Perkins?
I think so.
Look at the coffee thing on the table.
It is, and look at the chair. It says Perkins. Heck yeah. Anyway, you remember back a lot of times we had our music we had the old reel-to-reels, right? And I remember, I don't know who arranged this, if it was you, Doug, or what, but we went to KNXR. That was the big radio station in Rochester. People might remember. and they recorded some music with us, and we had some other ones, but wound up with some tapes here. And I don't know if I was the de facto keeper of the tapes or other people have tapes, but anyway, I had these things, and bouncing around in my garages, moved from 71 to about 2018, you know, and I thought, they've been out in the sun, you know, in the garage. I mean, not in the sun, but in the garage, and over what 40 years. Is there anything, you know, what's left? Anything there? And so I had this dream of someday getting the old tapes saved, right, from analog to digital. And so I made an appointment with a recording studio. Come on, back to it again. To the studio, and that's just a picture. But I found this guy, and I said, "Hey, I've got these tapes. Can you do anything? Can you harvest that, you know, for the songs off of them, right?" And he says, "I don't know." He says, "These are old tapes, and they're pretty small. You know, they're not the thicker tapes." He said, "I'll see what I can do." And so I was praying, and then I got a call. He came through and he says, "Hey, I think I can do this. I can do it." So they were digitized, and we did a first sort just to see which ones were anything. You know, sometimes they're just a quick little snippet of this or that. But we found some songs, and that's when I met with Carla. This is just about of an idea. I didn't know where we'd go or if it'd go anywhere, but just to see what was on the tapes. So her and I went through all these songs, and we tiered them into tier 1, tier 2. Tier 1 is they're at least somewhat viable. Tier 2, they're probably a little bit nicer quality, okay? So we wound up with about, I think there was 63 that were net tier 1, 63 songs. Now some are exact songs, right? Or they may be, you know, not exact copy, but they're the same songs, but sung different times. And then we found about 46 tracks that were kind of more of a tier 2, okay? That they seemed to have something that was pretty good on them, had something going for them. So I got a few here, but I had some problems, I tell you guys, in trying to get this. I think I've got to take it back in, and there's some codecs or whatever that fits on these tapes that they will play on my computer, but if I play them, you're not going to hear them. That's why I wanted to introduce them into Zoom, but that wouldn't work. So I spent about 3 or 4 hours trying to do that today, and I thought, I'm not going to let the devil steal my joy. I want to have a good day and a fun day, right? So I taped them on my phone. I mean, just a video off the things. Now you have to remember, these tapes are, 50 years old? And what do you think the technology was back then? Great.
Scratchy.
And just like our pictures, I think one of these on here is a Polaroid. Okay. So I just scanned these things. But what I thought I'd do, there's no picture in front of St. Mary's. Let's see. Pam Dennis sent me another one today, too.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah. So I'll show you that. For those you, this is
Dave McCullough.
Dave McCullough, yeah. Leith Larson, Pam, myself, Jan, Peter White, that's Callie's brother, and Carla. But your husband sent a different pose, and I'll show that in a little bit. So, Fourth Watch, these are just some songs that we kind of selected. These are from KNXR. I don't even know if you can hear them. Let me try to pick some of the ones that I think are going to be loud enough you're going to hear. I Look for Love. I'll see if I can try that one. It's just going to be off my cell, guys, so not... but once I get these set up, you'll be able to download them, I think. And I'll try that. I'll try it with 1 or 2 of you. Have you try them? See if you can download them and listen to them. If I can, what I want to do is put them on a CD. Okay, do you guys have CD players anymore? No?
Yeah, I think we do.
Well, if you don't, truck.
Yeah, in our truck.
No?
You put my 8-track player.
In the Jeep.
I could put it on, 8-track. No, actually, they're digitized. I mean, I can send them, but I want to make sure that they're all set up to do it. I play them on my computer, so that's the best way to do it, just as a digital file. Now, let me see if I can pull these up, guys. Just take a second. 3-year-old tape on it's been set in the garage. It's got some buzzes, probably a little bit of humming. Then it's taped on a brand new, well, fairly new iPhone, right? But you're going to lose something in the translation, at least 3 times over, probably. But it's still kind of fun to go back a little bit. I feel like Oliver North saying, "This is the slide." This is what it looks like on the new stuff. All right. It's crazy. Just being together to me is so much fun.
Glenn, and I noticed from this picture, Glenn, that you've learned how to wear your pants longer.
Yeah, I think I must have slipped on the measurement on that one, Rich. That's what I'm thinking.
Like the little cowboy ties around your necks.
Oh, that was kind of a thing somebody thought of. We have these little, what do you call those, Pam? What are those little?
Bolo ties? No, I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was something,
It was just cute. Very cute.
The wind makes it look like you're all moving.
Now, remember, at least we weren't wearing a Nehru jacket or something like that. Okay? Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play one by Pam.
Oh, no.
Go ahead. Listen to her wail on this thing. Now, I don't know if it'll be loud enough. I'm going to hold it right up to my speaker here. Can you hear that?
No.
No.
Hey. Just hang on. Yeah.
Do you have your speaker on?
I do.
Hmm.
No, it's not. Here. Let me do the last one. Maybe that'll be loud enough. I don't know.
Do you have any old Beatle tapes?
Yeah, I do. I have that. I do.
They're probably valuable, Glenn.
They are. Anything?
No.
Oh, well.
All right. That's a big rats. Oh well.
Great try.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, what can we sing together now?
We just talked about that. We don't think we should try that.
Really hurt our throats. And there's Pam right there. You can see her. That's Pam back in the day. Becky Stocker. That's Leaf. And I think that might be,
Huh.
Somebody with glasses,
yeah, sorry.
I think.
And I think that was at St. Mary's Auditorium, guys.
Huh. All right.
I think we were wearing I don't think we were wearing our sweaters. Do you guys remember that was kind of a corduroy outfit thing you guys had going on? No.
God.
So anyway.
I don't recall this performance here at all, and I'm not there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course not. Well, let's just finish. We can kind of talk. We've got another 20 minutes, and if you want, if you'd like to do this again, I could get these set up, or I'll make them available to you guys for downloading. Thing is, we got a lot of different songs.
That'd be great.